Colombia Pavilion looks so nice from the outside. So guys, let's go inside and see what they got for us.
They're Colombia's traditional buses, and the one you're on right now is magical. I am Earth, and we're here to tell you the story of a country connected to the rhythm of the future, the story of its people and their natural resources. Colombia is a blessed country, crossed from end to end by the imposing Andes mountain range, creating all kinds of climates, ecosystems, and unique landscapes. This is the story of the Western Colombian Andes, mountains of coffee and flowers. But if we talk about climates, we must talk about Medellin, the city of tall spring where innovation and fashion bloom.
And reggaeton, sheer joy, happiness, and the desire to have a good time also flourish in the city.
This is Omar. Did you know Medellin is the capital of the world? The chiva is yours, Omar.
Parceros, as we call friends around here. Buckle up your imaginary seatbelt. We're going to see some of the most spectacular places in our country.
We can visit all of these places since they are nearby and well connected. In the coffee cultural landscape, one-of-a-kind natural, economic and cultural elements blend together perfectly. This landscape, which has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is the thriving result of hard-working coffee-growing families that have kept a legacy alive for generations.
That way, Colombian coffee culture remains renowned all around the world.
All of these incredible...
This is very steep, isn't it, Stella?
Since I was little, I have seen people riding bikes as early as 4 a.m. These are the roads where Nairo Quintana and Lucho Herrera started pedaling their way to glory.
These mountains sure do take us to amazing places.
Are sold all over the world.
Stella, why don't you show them?
Okay, Omar says that I shouldn't let you go without showing you one of his favorite places. An ideal destination for those who seek thrills and excitement.
Earth, I think the time has come. I'm water. And in order to tell you the history of Colombia and its connection to the future, we must visit the Highland Woods.
Let's go!
Colombia is definitely a blessed country thanks to mountains like these that breathe life. I'll tell you why in just a moment.
Thank you so much for watching.
Please continue here with me. Near them we have the Amazon jungle, the lungs of the world, with a lot of biodiversity and very big trees. Now please continue here with me to see this picture. The cathedral is a very beautiful place because it's located on the top of a mountain, so when you pass it, the people only go.
Colombia is one of the richest countries in biodiversity, and we have
My parents brought me to this place when I was little, so I would learn that before us there were other peoples and other native cultures that had artistic and religious expressions very much like our own.
The mysterious Colombian Massif is the place where the most important rivers in the country are born. A place that feeds the Cauca, Magdalena, and Amazon basins. It's the heart of some of the most representative indigenous communities in the territory.
There are places in this land where we can find the knowledge of lost ancient cultures, such as Tierra Adentro.
That's right, Katy.
Water, so what is our mission in this Colombia for the future?
That is a great question, Cachipri, to which I have no answer. I am water. I cannot see the future.
I believe that by preserving our past and our culture, we can understand ourselves as part of the future.
I agree with you.
I'm going to show you something on this loom, the one my grandmother taught me to use. I remember the first time I visited the Las Lajas Sanctuary, a place my grandmother took me to as a child to sell our looms. It was the first time I came upon a faith different from mine. I was impressed. Then I visited Popayán to witness the celebration of the Holy Week. It opened my eyes to a world where we all have different beliefs, which we must respect.
Perhaps I know someone who might be able to answer your question. Show us your loom.
Welcome to the Colombian Amazon Orinoco, sacred rainforests and plains. Let us be carried away by the wisdom of nature. But first, you must open your heart to know how to listen to it.
He is Taita Manuel. He's a traditional healer of the Cofan indigenous people, an Amazonian community that keeps its ancestral knowledge and traditions alive, which include healing rituals for both body and soul.
The air has granted us permission to experience the journey of the ancestral Maloka. Look down.
Whoa!
Be inspired by the hearts of our ancestors, the National Park of Chiribiquete.
It's huge.
Biodiversity and natural ecosystems. It's a true treasure.
It's so beautiful.
The River of Seven Colors is a great example of how water is life. Perhaps our future, indigenous or not, depends on taking care of everything we've been gifted, especially water.
Let's go back to my region. I want to take you to a very special place, Taita Manuel. The perfect place to gaze at the stars is the desert. For hundreds of years, the native peoples learned to follow the stars. We still look at them so we don't forget where we come from. They are our GPS, leading the way to keep alive our ancestral wisdom. My grandparents taught me to look at the sky, but also to look at the earth, at the water, to know who I am.
Maybe that's the answer you were looking for. It's time for me to go, but the journey will continue to Ruben Scalab.
From here, to where the sun sets, all the way to the Mavecure Hills, you'll find only virgin plains, epic sunsets, and an immense variety of flora and fauna. This is the Orinoquia. We, the Llaneros, learn to ride first and walk after. That's the way we are raised up. Here we grew up among experts, the biodiversity unlike any other in Colombia. The Llanera culture speaks of cattle, horses, coleo and joropo. But if it's Colombian rhythm to sing, then follow the air, and you'll happen upon a pleasant surprise.
experience of the pavilion to the Pacific and Caribbean regions of Colombia, okay? So please welcome and enjoy. Play the drums.
I'm sharing with you the wonders of the Colombia's greater Caribbean and Pacific.
Ancestral heritage.
In the greater Colombia Caribbean, air is so important that we call vallenato just that, airs. Our whole life calls for a big variety of rhythms and flavors.
Meet Jonathan and Shadia. Let's stop talking about rhythm. Let's show them. Jonathan, why don't you start?
Welcome to your first class of Pacific percussion. We're going to start with a simple rhythm using the drums in front of you. Now, use your right hand first like this. Try to follow the rhythm. Now, your other hand like this. This is basic Urulao beat, which goes like this. Now, we're going to try to do another rhythm. This time, we're going to do a bunde. It goes something like this. Let's begin to follow the rhythm. That was really good. Our music reflects the paradise we live in. One of the most diverse ecosystems in the world. Entrepreneurship, design, and style. With a captivating and electrifying atmosphere. Whether you're here on business or simply to have a good time. After all, Cali is the salsa capital of the world.
Did you say salsa? I want to dance salsa.
Why don't you teach them a couple of simple steps?
From there, let's learn some basic salsa tricks. So what we're going to do is move side to side and count to 8 like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, faster. Arms up. Into it. Okay? You got it? Now faster. Good. Okay, good job, everyone. That was great. Okay, let's catch our breath. The greater Colombian Caribbean enjoys a huge number of rhythms thanks to its blend of fascinating cultures, from the indigenous Guayubo to the raizales and palenqueros, with rhythms such as vallenato, porro, cumbia, which have been recognized as World Heritage, show the world that we are a land of contrasts.
It is true. As you start heading away from the sea, you will find beautifully quaint little towns in between rivers, marshes, and mountains. Indigenous civilizations, all with a rich cultural heritage.
The Barranquilla Carnival is a carnival celebration in which we get to express all the folklore and diversity of rhythms that make up the greater Colombian Caribbean. Just like the carnival, we are a region filled with joy, color, and diversity. We always have people from all around the world who get to experience firsthand our warmth.
It's impossible not to get caught up in the rhythm of these two regions. Their love of life is also reflected in productivity and entrepreneurship, in the creation of industry and renewable energies. This is a place that's quite simply impossible not to fall in love with.
So now you know we'll be expecting you. Jonathan, get over here. I want to bid farewell to our guests with a dance. Hey, Jonathan.
Are we dancing champeta?
Yes, sir, we
Okay.
are. Join in, don't be shy.
You can definitely feel the rhythm and flavor in the air.
You can feel the heat, not only in the weather, but in all the people who live their lives passionately. You should never let that fire inside you go out. I'll see you soon to tell you more.
Thank you. Welcome. That's it for